Hey, Thrivers, and this is EP2 of the Purple Circle, and I'm your host, Mikeson Mugo, and the O is silent, by the way. And we are live at Summerwalk Studios, Nairobi, and we are having very interesting conversations on autoimmune condition. And with me here, I'm joined by a beautiful lady. Yeah, most amazing, the most talked about lady in the football world, in the autoimmune field, actually. Yeah, she's the only football fan in the autoimmune community. Yeah, yeah, she's so amazing. She's the kind of people that we say she does not go down without a fight. She's American. Yani huyu ni wale wenye she slaps autoimmune like with her own strength. With all the strength, she slaps autoimmune. You know what Americans can do, you know? So this is the true definition of it. And without further ado, I just want to introduce my most amazing guest here. She wears a lot of hats, and she's going to tell us all about it. And ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, in the EP2 of getting involved in the Purple Circle, drum rolls, give it up for Kagwiria! Yeah!
So, hi guys, my name is Kagweria, and I'm so excited to be here to be sharing with all of us more about autoimmune conditions and Thrive community. So, as I've said, my name is Kagweria. I am a lupus warrior. I am also a Thrive committee member, and we'll talk more about it in the episode. Thank you to be. I'm also a Manchester United fan, so next season tunabeba ligi.
Curtains or cameras? What are you talking about? Anyway, so Kags, we call her Lil Kags. Yeah.
Na big mix.
Big mix. You know, hiyo ni jina yetu ya usanii. So find us on our YouTube channels, tutawasharia, si ndio? Very nice. So Kags, Ebu, now we start hapo kwa futa. When did you even start loving football? Okay, when did you realize that indeed you love football?
Okay, so I grew up with two older brothers.
Okay.
And they were Manchester United fans.
Yeah, they had to be Man U.
So was my dad. They still are. Yeah, so is my dad.
Okay.
And my mom, though she loves football, so yuko tu, but hadi wa leo ukimiuliza unasupport team gani? Manchester. Nani wanacheza huko? Ronaldo. I mean, and so growing up with a football loving family, they kind of influence where you end up. So since childhood, I've been supporting Manchester United. I still am. And yeah, the whole family basically supports Manchester United.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is there any point that you thought of, okay, you can be one thing, it's one thing to be a supporter, it's another thing to be a player. So ushaicheza ball. Ama unachezanga.
Lebda kwa PS. Lebda kwa PS because I can't run to save my life. So hapo kwa futa now count me out. Okay. Me, I'm not a sports person.
Okay.
So maybe swimming, lakini football, wacha tu ni watch. Kama kucheza ni kwa PS, but kwa ground.
When the players wa kule unakugomeka chini, you are playing while seated.
But hapa kwa mouthing. Referee. Hapa kwa mouthing. Hapo ndio sasa uwezi nishinda. Hapo ndio tuko.
Yeah. Which is actually amazing because I was just having a conversation with, in episode 1 with the Thrive founders. And we were talking about what Thrive really means, you know, like, and the kind of, the vibe that they brought about Thrive is all about just going out there and winning, you know, like, hakuna kitu unawacha iku pull back.
Yeah, that's true.
You're just going out there. You're waking up today and you're like, you know what, I might be feeling like this, but I'll still continue thriving, you know. And I think, you are the first person that I've known ever since I started Autoimmune that is so much into sport, yani. Guy, you know, and I was like, how do you even do this? Because I know football is one of the craziest sports, especially when it comes to, if you're a fan, you play more than the players.
That's true.
You know, you play more than the players. So here we have you, you're going to tell us, of course, about the kind of autoimmune that you have.
Yeah.
So you have this autoimmune, and what I know or what I've found out is autoimmune comes with its fair share of lows.
Yeah.
And then you're waking up, is the Premier League, and you're like, I'm going to support my team. How do you hack that? How is it for you? Like you're having this autoimmune that takes a toll on you,
Yeah.
and you still manage to bring this thriving self.
Yeah.
How do you hack that?
Okay. I think for me,
Yeah.
I chose to thrive and live in the moment and not just like survive through the disease. So I find joy in such things. I may be feeling unwell, but waking up, because I don't only support the Premier League, I also support local football. And you've seen me go on very many
Yes,
weekends
that's true.
to different stadiums to watch football. So that gives me joy. I may be in pain.
Yeah.
I may be so unwell and I'm at my lowest. When you see me going to that field and watching that football, that excites me. That gives me joy. So
Yeah.
that's how I find joy in my lowest moment.
Okay.
It may not be able even to leave the bed to go and watch that game,
Yeah.
but you'll find me on YouTube. I'll go watch previous matches. I'll be watching probably the goals that have been scored by previous players, So that's where I find my joy. Yeah.
Amazing. So, would take me through how does your typical day look like? How does basically, let me not even go further from that. How does your typical day look like?
A typical day,
Yeah.
a weekend, a weekday, because they're all different.
Niambie, just like a normal day for you. Leave alone even the weekend or like a normal day for you. How will you describe your normal day?
A normal day is I'll wake up, say my prayers. Like right now, I have a small baby.
By the way, congratulations. Upatie huyu msichana makofi.
Thank you.
Tuweke DJ atuweke ile nini pasua glasses, Yeah, it's amazing. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So I'll check up on my baby if she's awake, but more a lot of times I wake up before she wakes up.
Yeah.
So I also have a husband.
Mm-hmm.
So I say hi to him.
Unaweza mpigie shout out. Yeah.
Hey, shout out to my babe. Manu, ni fan wa Arsenal, so very chaotic.
Huh? Hii nyumba inakaa
That house
aje,
is
baby?
very chaotic. So
Okay.
yeah, so I'll say hi to them. So I go prepare a bottle for her, and then I'll prepare myself for work.
Yeah.
If it's a weekday, I take my breakfast, I take my medication, make sure I feed the baby before I leave, and then I'll head to work. So right now, because of the baby, I work half day, and then I'll head back home at around midday when I break for lunch. Take care of the baby, play with the baby, and yeah, that's how my day ends. But it's very different when it's cold, like right now.
Yeah.
So sometimes I may not be able to go to work because I've woken up, I have a lot of fatigue, I'm in pain, I can't get out of bed. So I have to be helped to do some things, like basic things like get breakfast in bed. Probably you're not able to wake up and have breakfast at the dining. Yeah, but what drives me is that I don't have to endure that pain, but I can choose to move instead of being stuck.
Yeah.
So sometimes I may be in that pain, but I'll still push to have a normal day. A normal day for me is not letting that pain push me down.
Yeah.
So go through it, find joys in whatever you're doing, and life goes on.
Amazing. And I think that's basically the beauty about it. Like we were saying, you don't let whatever you're going through define you.
And that's true.
Like you don't allow. Yes, you've woken up feeling some type of way. Just be you. If you're able to do a lot of things, do them.
Yeah.
Because we had a conversation where Kinatasha, they were saying there are moments that you just wake up and you're like, you can't even leave this bed.
Yeah, that's true.
And you accept the fact that you can't leave it. You stages where you are.
Yeah.
There are days where you're like, you want to turn the whole world upside down,
Yeah.
and you just go for it.
Yeah.
And I think that is where now the thriving bit comes in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now brings me to the question when it comes to when you first got diagnosed, um, how did you take it personally, the diagnosis? You had probably like a whole life planned.
Yeah.
How did you take it, and how was the support when you got that? I mean, ilikuwaje?
Okay, that is always a very emotional conversation for me
Yeah.
because I got diagnosed in 2022.
Okay.
And before that, I had a lot of hospital visits without knowing what the issue was. So when I finally got my diagnosis, it was a bittersweet moment for me. So it was sweet because finally I got to know what was ailing me. And now at least I could have a treatment plan. But it was also so bitter because being hit with something first you've never even heard of before that is very heavy.
Yeah.
And then now you have to readjust your whole life. All the plans you had, now there's something behind it that now you have to readjust a lot of things. So, everyone has you have this dream when you're growing up, or I want to finish school, get work, get married, have kids, raise a family. But when you're diagnosed with an autoimmune condition, now these things, you start having very difficult questions. Like, am I able to go through my life like this? Will I be able to raise a family? Will I be able to have kids? And it's very difficult at that moment for you to even process what you're being told. So I thank God I had a very supportive doctor for one. So he took me through what it was like going to be to live with lupus. So he told me what to expect. We talked about it in depth. And then I also have a very supportive family. And sometimes that's something that lacks. So with all this support behind, like they tell you, it's going to be fine. You're going to take it a step at a time. You're going to overcome it. It's very, very important to have that support. And I really thank God I had that support, even at work, because I was still working when I got diagnosed. I got a very supportive community. And I still thank God for that, because when you lack that and you're living with an invisible disease, it's very difficult because sometimes no one can tell you're sick. No one knows what you're feeling. And it's very heavy going through that journey without support. But with support, at least it's a burden that has become lighter. Yes. And then in that moment, I also found Thrive. So being in a community where people, someone has walked that path before you, where, someone is going through something almost similar as yours, and you don't have to explain what you're feeling every day. So you wake up, you tell someone, I'm fatigued. I was very fine yesterday when I went to bed, but I woke up, I'm fatigued. And someone tells you, I understand. That is very important. Yeah. So that has helped me to go even today.
Yeah. Actually, umeongea about support, and I was like, these are some of the gaps zenye ziko when it comes to hii space ya autoimmune. Like you find, I normally say, you might have access to all medications that you need.
Yes.
But if you don't have like a very good, solid support system, these medications might not even end up helping you because mentally, you're not okay.
Yeah.
So you end up taking these medications, and then either your support system is just neither here nor there.
Not there, yeah.
Kuna time nimesikia stories za warriors pia by kuna msee a loved one had walked out on them in the hospital.
Yeah.
Like they were like, you know what, this is too much, bwana, and they walk out.
And because you get so many hospital visits,
Yes.
you get so many admissions, especially if your condition is not under control. You get so many hospital visits. So you need people to come and see you. But if you've been in hospital for like a month, people get tired of coming every day.
Yeah.
And then unapata people are getting sick, they come to the hospital, they leave. you're still there.
True. Yeah.
And because they're there for a short period,
Mhm.
their loved ones are coming and seeing them, their friends are coming and seeing them.
Yeah.
But few people get somewhere and they get tired. And without that support, even in that hospital bed,
True.
it becomes very, very, very hard for you to feel well.
Yeah.
So it's very hard for warriors
Yeah.
that do not have support.
Very true.
And that's where we also come in as Thrive.
Yeah.
We try to bridge that gap.
Yeah.
We are each other's support system as
Yeah.
well.
Mhm.
And at least that makes people have that hope and the courage to push on kidogo too. Just push on, just hold on. Like it
Amazing.
doesn't have to, you don't have to feel alone.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to like be the end of the road for you just because you don't have that support system.
Very
So we
true.
try and bridge that gap to help people to at least move on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So big up to Mr. and Mrs. Who, Mr. and Mrs. Who, for your support system, that your dad and mom.
My dad and mom, Mr.
Yeah.
and Mrs. Mugambi.
Mr. and Mrs. Mugambi.
I love them so much.
Amazing.
And my brothers too.
Yeah.
And my sister who passed on, but they've really been my rock. And my husband, like he's my biggest supporter. He's my
Amazing.
biggest supporter.
Amazing.
So shout out to Emmanuel. I love you.
Manu! Shout out. Anaitwa Manu na yeye ni support wa Arsenal.
Arsenal.
Like,
Na ni
una
supporter
You
wangu.
get what I did there? Anyway, but it's amazing actually getting to have that strong support system. So now, how did you come to find out about Thrive? Like, at what point did you realize, or rather make up your mind that this is an initiative that I would like to be part of, you know? And you can talk from now just being just a normal warrior in the support group, and then could transition back kukwa being promoted
From
to
a member to a
become,
committee.
you know, to a committee member. How did you? How was it? How was it for you?
Yeah. So when I got diagnosed, I didn't know anyone with that condition. Like you've just been hit with a name you've never even heard of before. So as I was talking to my doctor, he referred me to a friend called Washira, rest in peace.
Yeah.
And she really held my hand through that time. So I could talk to her almost daily. She was checking up on me, I check up on her, but at that point, I didn't even have that strength to check up on her. She was the one that was checking up on me. So, and then she told me about Thrive. And so it was through her that I found the support community group and I joined Thrive. And I also found now a community of people who've walked that journey before. And it was a really good place for me because someone could understand what you're going through without you having to explain over and over again how you're feeling. So you wake up, you tell someone, I'm fatigued, and they tell you understand. And I liked what Thrive was doing for warriors. Like you have someone to hold your hand, someone to walk with you that journey, someone to listen to you, someone to check up on you, talk about this, tell us more about these conditions, because you can't know everything about it. Autoimmune is so wide. Like every other time you're hearing something new, like you didn't even know about the condition that you have. And so I loved how it was, and I wasn't feeling alone anymore. I'd found my place, like just became a family. Like it wasn't just a normal community now. Like it just became my family. And I know I'm a very audacious person.
Yeah. Very.
Sisi wa Meru, sisi hatuogopi.
Yeah.
So I approached Joy, one of the founders, and I told her I love what Thrive is doing and I would like to be a part of a committee that would help steer Thrive to moving to the heights that you're moving and how far you're going. Like the vision was so big. And I also wanted to move from just getting that support, but also extending that to someone else. Like make it a safe space for someone else who's feeling the way I was feeling before to join us and also have someone to hold their hand the way mine was held. Yeah.
Actually, you've talked about you didn't just want to continue supporting. I mean, being supported, but you also wanted to extend that hand. And a question has crossed my mind. Like having two hearts, like you're an autoimmune warrior, and you're a committee member as well.
Yeah.
How has that personal journey shaped how you support other warriors?
Yeah.
And also, how has that helped when
Mm.
it comes to the decision that you're making that involve the warriors
Yeah.
as a committee member? How has that basically, you can start with one, how has your personal journey basically shaped how you support other warriors?
Yeah. For me, I think like the most important thing, like actually the first thing that drew me to Thrive was because this was like a patient led, like 99% of it is patient led.
True.
And for example, you are a supporter,
Yeah.
but like major part, even that forms the other committee members that are not here, they are patients themselves. So I feel like, and I also at that moment I felt like when you're leading someone that you've walked that journey, you can hear them better. And listening to the patients that you've walked that journey with, you can make better informed decisions than someone who's outside. If you tell someone about, say, lupus, about rheumatoid arthritis, but they've no idea of what that condition is and how you navigate that condition, it's very hard for them to make a similar decision as someone who's walked that journey. And so I felt, having walked that journey of being alone, being welcomed somewhere, being a part of it, and with the vision that Thrive has, this creating awareness, creating a safe space for warriors, and empowering people, giving people hope, I felt that I could make better decisions having walked that journey, and I could help in that capacity. Yeah.
So, Kags, so you've talked about Thrive, what Thrive does, how you came to find out about Thrive. So, I think brings me to the question, like, how has your own personal journey shaped the person that you are when it comes to supporting other warriors? How has it shaped? Of course, could you everything about Thrive, and you decided, yes, this is it. This is what I want. How has that shaped the kind of person that you are when it comes to supporting other warriors? Yeah.
I think one thing I lacked, a skill I lacked that I've learned now is patience.
What patience you tumble here?
Sikuwa patient at all. But
Okay.
you see, thriving
Yeah.
means I'm also learning and I'm also growing
True.
as a person,
Yeah.
not just as a warrior and not just as a committee member. So patience is something that I've learned that is still shaping my life today.
Okay.
Because I can tell you for free, as a warrior, I know I'm very handful. And it takes patience to deal with warriors, which is very understandable, by the way, because sometimes you feel like you're not hard enough. Though someone has had you, but you feel like you're not hard enough the way you want to express that point. Sometimes you don't even have the words to say the point the way you want to say it. Like when it's called, like right now, it'll be there's a word you want to say. Even if you've forgotten what word you wanted to say. So you want to express a point, but your point, high point vile unataka i point.
It's not pointing.
And so, yeah, and also, you see, walking that journey as a warrior and you're leading other warriors, like you always know to put the patient first.
Amazing.
Put the patient first before anything else. Like there's someone who just wants to be seen, someone wants to be heard. Like put the patient first. Yeah. I think that's something I love about Thrive. Yeah.
Okay. Are there points in when you've woken up, or rather you can just tell me, kuna times enye you wake up and there are moments that you feel inspired. Are there moments, or rather instances, where you've woken up and you feel so inspired, or you feel so motivated and you feel so good about yourself just by being in that thriving space?
Oh, trust me, a lot of times.
Okay,
Like you
tell me about
see,
it.
I've seen Thrive grow
Yeah.
from just being a WhatsApp group. to being an advocacy group, to being a community that's not just there for just warriors who are in this WhatsApp group, but to a space. We've reached a place where we can even hold events, very big events. And oh my God, it's been amazing. Like, you just wake up and you see how much Thrive has grown.
Yeah.
And you're just amazed.
Yeah.
Like, I can't believe like we're in a place you can pull a crowd of more than 500 people.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's an event that has just been planned mostly by warriors.
You know?
It's so amazing, Veda. It's so amazing.
Yeah.
Like, you just don't limit ourselves to being warriors, but we're going up there. And I also hope that we can grow more and more and more and more. And that inspires me a lot, because I have this hope that Thrive is still going to grow. Yeah. So how much Thrive has grown, that inspires me a lot, a lot. Yeah. And also, you see, seeing someone come into the group, newly diagnosed, someone is feeling so down, someone is feeling discouraged, someone is feeling so overwhelmed, and you see them grow with Thrive until they reach a point that they can even advocate for other warriors, they can encourage other warriors. So you came in, you're just alone, but someone else comes in and you're walking that journey with them. You're becoming a source of encouragement for someone else. That inspires me a lot every single day. Yeah. It's amazing. Yeah.
And I think actually the fact that it has just triggered a thought on my mind. The fact that you're waking up in the morning, and all you want to do is touch someone's life.
Yeah.
You know, you're waking up in the morning, and the only thing that is probably, you've woken up with pain.
Yeah.
And you go, you start probably going through the group chats.
Yeah.
And you're seeing, by the way, there is someone by the way on remission.
Yeah.
No, like, kumbe ni kitu
Kumbe ni
possible.
kitu naweza fanya.
You know, kumbe naweza fika kwa hiyo space. You know, like umeamka and then unapata you're going through the worst of, the worst of the worst. You know, and then you go to the group and then unapata msana sema, by then nilienda kwa doki na aliniambia results zangu ziko normal. You know, so unapata kuna mse mwenye, like, there's just a lot of positive things that people are talking about that are making you just just take a back seat and just hope for the best, you know, and just be hopeful. Because if someone else who is in the same space as myself, if they can also be on remission, then why can't I?
And you see, sometimes it's not even just about that.
Yeah.
So sometimes you've woken up and you're at your lowest, you're feeling, because we have those moments by the end, it's very, very normal.
Yeah.
And you're allowed to process things like that.
Yeah.
Sometimes you wake up, you're not even sick, but you're like wondering, why me? And sometimes it's heavy a lot on you.
Yeah.
And then you see someone in the group talking about having a worse case than yours, but they're still hoping on, I'm still fighting. And then you ask yourself, why am I giving up? So it's not just about the success stories, but you see someone hoping to keep going, and you're like, no, I can't feel sorry for myself. Let me dust my shoes, tusonge.
Kaende kakiendaga.
Yende kienda. Yeah.
Which is amazing. Because by the way, kuna msi nikunga naambia, unapataga sometimes, you see how you're encouraging yourself.
Yeah.
You may not be doing it for yourself. You never know. There is someone who is waiting for that encouragement. There's someone who's looking at Kagweria, and they're like, the fact that Kagweria is so hopeful, the fact that dem tu ako tu all over the place, that alone gives them hope. You know,
hope yako ina hope ya mtu mwingine.
Exactly. Yes, yeah.
Sio kama unani get.
Na kudiglo.
Yes. Sometimes yani sometimes hata utaki kuona hiyo success story.
I agree.
Because sometimes you're like, I can't get there. But then you look at someone.
Yeah.
Unaona tu mtu venye ako hopeful. Like, you just like, hata mimi by the way, wacha niende.
Yes, very true.
Mm.
Yeah, sometimes, as you say, your hope is a hope to someone else, which is
That's
so
true.
amazing. So you've mentioned about Thrive having events.
Yeah.
I know you may participate kwa most of these events at Thrive. Maybe for someone who is watching us for the first time,
Yeah.
would you say you can mention actually the events?
Yeah.
Would you say these are events that have been effective? As far as autoimmune awareness is concerned, what's the frequency of these events? Do you think that these are events that let's say, other support groups or organizations should embrace? What would be your take as far as these awareness events are concerned? Are they effective? Sorry.
They're very, very effective. And so just to draw a picture,
Yeah.
We have events monthly. So we have it may be physical. We meet in town, somewhere that's conducive for everyone, depending on the venue that's been chosen. We also have events online. So if you're not able to attend the physical one, we can also attend one that's online. So that's also convenient for someone who's not able to come. We also have events where we go to visit warriors, whether in hospitals or their homes, depending on the event that the support that we need to give. We also have events that we commemorate the days that are designed to honor these conditions. So, for example, Lupus Day. We also have something like Purple Circle. So we have an episode that we're going to talk about that. But the best thing for you to be kept in the loop, because they don't happen on the exact day. Like you can say, for example, tunapatana every first Saturday of the month. The best thing is to follow our social media pages at Thrive Community, kila mahali. So we share the posters. You can be kept in the loop. So we have these awareness campaigns. Like we go out there, tell people about autoimmune conditions. So for example, like the previous one we had this year happened in Kasarani. And we marched in the streets talking about autoimmune conditions, had people come kwa ground, had a very wonderful day talking about different conditions. We have doctors in the panel where you can ask questions. They talk more about these warriors talking about their stories, their journeys. And the ones that we have now on a monthly basis, they're like a safe space for warriors to share their stories. If someone is going through something, you can talk about it. We meet, we share a meal, we share snacks, we talk, we bond, we play games. Like it's not always just about disease. Tuna have fun while at it. Tunacheza games. Huko kila kitu. Yani we talk, we have fun, we marry. Hata tunasemanga tunamaliza 4, unapata tuko huko hadi 6. Tunafukuzwa. Tunafukuzwa. So it's not just about, it's always inasemanga sijui what play, all work no play.
All work without play.
All work without Jack a dull boy. So it's
a dull
girl. And I'm like girl.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it's not just about feeling sorry for ourselves. Kila saa ati woye mi ni mgonjwa woye. Pia unatokea una have fun, make new friends. I mean, like mi naweza sema kama Miki is my friend. Tulimit wapi? Sini Thrive. And outside Thrive, people have meaningful relationships. Ara labda unaweza pata mtu huko mwenye anakuelewa vizuri.
Umesikia, mwambie kwa kamera yako niyo, mwambie.
Yeah, so I mean, we're creating awareness. We're creating a safe space for each other, and you can always follow us on social media to find the posters for our next events. Social media kila mahali at Thrive Community. Yes.
That is so amazing.
Oh, and something else to add.
Yes, please.
These events, they're not just for warriors. So if you're a caregiver, you're looking after someone that's unwell, you're welcome to join. Supporters, doctors,
Mhm.
anyone that wants to come
Yeah.
is welcome to come.
Yeah.
And pia mtu anaweza shangaa sasa nenda event maybe kuna pesa inatolewa nini you can support us in any way, whether you want to contribute in terms of money because their logistics ni sawa.
Yeah.
If you're not able to, please come.
Still
Like even
okay.
coming is a
That's the most
contribution in
important thing.
itself.
Yes, kabisa.
Coming is a contribution in itself.
Yeah.
Sharing out there kwa social media, tumeweka poster, umeshare poster. That is also a
True.
contribution in itself.
Kweli.
Even referring someone you know who is going through an autoimmune condition and they have no one or something, referring them to Thrive, join Thrive.
Yeah.
That is also a contribution.
Yeah,
so
true.
it's open for everyone.
Yeah.
Even someone who wants to learn, just come and learn about
Kweli.
what an autoimmune condition is.
Yeah.
So it's open for everyone. And please
Okay.
feel very welcome to join us.
True.
Yeah.
But I'm talking of vile mesema it's open to everyone. I don't think kuna any hangout nimeenda and tumemisi mtu mmoja, a new person.
Yes.
So that just tells you how effective these awareness events zimekuaga. And also and I think that was even the thought behind coming up with the monthly hangouts where we are getting out of our PT cell, we are getting out of that space yenye tumekuaga ya hey, it's bad, it's a low day, and you come, you find crazy people like you, who are just all over the place, and I think msee akitokaga hapo hivo atukanga kifeel I think this is what I've always been looking for.
Na kuna mtu amewahi kuja mgeni akatoka bila rafiki.
Bana.
Uwezi kuja uboeke ati umekuja haujui. Even passerbys by the way. This is how you create awareness.
Maze.
Imagine you're there, you are unwell. People don't even know the condition that you normally have.
Yeah.
It's a way of creating awareness.
Yeah.
Uwezi kuja uboeke ati umekaa tu peke yako. Everyone talks, by the way you have to talk. Hauna choice. Tunaongea tujuane sisi wote, live with new friends, see what others have done that have gone through that journey, and it's something that will also encourage you. Kama kuna watu kama sisi, okay, si kama sisi juu mimi nayo natokanga sana. Unaweza pata people say by kuna mtu like the whole month, that's the one thing they look forward to.
Very true.
The whole month. Imagine mimi kama kuna time I was sick, nilikuwa nimeadmitiwa hosi. Sijui nakumbuka hiyo day. Nilidischargiwa kama leo. Na kesho kulikuwa na hangout na siwezi miss.
Yes, I remember.
Siwezi miss. So it's something we all look forward to. Imagine hata kama kuna game. Fadhali nikose kwenda game ndio ati niende hangout. So you can imagine how much fun it is. And you can thrive together with people.
Kabisa. That connection too, as in, I think that's inakuwaga the what makes people want to come. I mean, over and over and over again. So, guys, we are time in a hepa. Time in a hepa.
There's so much to talk about.
There's a lot to talk about.
Tutafute huko. Mututafute huko Thrive. There's so much to talk about hatuwezi maliza.
Yes, But it's amazing. But as we wrap it up, I have like two questions that I would like to hear from you. Have your personal view on that. There is someone out there who's been newly diagnosed, and as when you ulikuwa unasema tu ulikuwa unafikiria ni kama wewe the whole world uko like uko solo, like uanze wapi, and there is this other person who's newly diagnosed and they're in the same space as you back then. They don't know anyone. And to make matters worse, they don't probably even have a good support system. It's the first time they're hearing about this. What will you like to tell them?
So for someone that's newly diagnosed, you will feel overwhelmed. You'll feel anxious. You feel uncertain. You don't know what to expect. But that's totally fine. So you can take time and process that. But you can also know that in that moment, like, it's not the end of the road, and that mnani distract. Hadi nimefikiria amesema to cut. Hebu cut.
Sawa? Okay, endelea.
Yeah, in that moment, you can hang on to the hope that things get better. The road ahead is easy. People have walked that journey, and it's not, you don't have to figure out everything right now. So take your time, process it, and then hang on to the hope that it will always get better. Pole pole tu, you're going to get there. Pole pole tu, ask questions, ask as many questions as you can, find out more about the condition. Yeah. You don't have to figure out everything right now. Pole pole tu, you will get there. And if you're feeling overwhelmed and alone, you can always join Thrive. We can help you walk that journey with you, and we will hold your hand. So don't suffer alone out there. You're not alone. We're here, and we will survive and thrive this thing with you. Yeah.
And we will survive and thrive this thing with you.
Yeah.
That's important. You know,
Yeah.
you're not walking alone.
You're not walking alone.
Yeah. So there's a question that I asked Thrive's founder Joy, and I also like you to tell me about it. Yeah, CAGS is not going anywhere. CAGS is not going anywhere.
Kama kuna
Manchester
kama
needs
kuna
her.
mali nenda Old Trafford.
Manchester needs her. But my question is, if probably CAGS is not there anymore, God forbid, what would you like people to remember you for?
Wow, it's a very deep question.
Yeah.
I think what I would like to be remembered for is hey, what would I like to be remembered for? I think what I would like to be remembered for is creating awareness out there a lot. Nijulikane tu ule dem alikuwa anaongelea autoimmune, just that. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so continue doing that. You're doing an amazing job.
Thank you.
And we're grateful for agreeing to walk this journey with Thrive as well, because together we thrive, you know. So, yeah, so we are in the deep dive, EP2 deep dive, where we are going deep in the conversation as far as the kind of autoimmune that we are discussing today. So today we are having something called jina unichanganya. Isa ni skr ya tuamrima. Sclerodama. Na lazima ni kuwe careful nikisema hii jina, otherwise nitaangusha mbogi. Yeah, so today we are talking about scleroderma. So, and scleroderma is one among the many autoimmune conditions that we have. So scleroderma is an autoimmune condition where the body makes too much scar-like tissue called collagen. So this can make the skin become hard or tight. In some people, it can also affect organs like the lungs, the heart, kidneys, or the digestive system. So what do people often misunderstand about scleroderma? It's not contagious. Actually, no, autoimmune is contagious. You know, you cannot catch it from someone else. It's more than a skin condition. While it often affects the skin, it can also affect other parts of the body. It looks different for everyone. Some people have mild symptoms, while others have more serious problems. So people may look like fine but feel unwell. Like you cannot tell someone has an autoimmune, you know? And that's where the misunderstanding comes from. So pain, tiredness, and stiffness are common. So what does everyday management look like? So taking medication, of course, to help control the symptoms, keeping the body warm, doing gentle exercises, eating healthy diet, resting when needed, and although there is no cure for scleroderma yet, many people can manage their symptoms and continue to live active, fulfilling lives with the right treatment and care. So that's the fun fact about scleroderma. So get to know about more of these autoimmune conditions, and we'll continue talking about them as these episodes go by. So it's been real It's been real having you, Kags, in this conversation.
Thank you,
Continue
Mickey.
doing what you're doing. Continue supporting your team. Continue doing what you do best. And yes, let's thrive together.
Let's thrive
Let's
together.
just thrive together. It's been real, guys. This was episode 2 of the Purple Circle, and our topic today was getting involved. And you've heard about Kags, how she got involved in Thrive. And see you in EP3. And it's been real. Peace.
Adios.